I started having symptoms where at night I was having shortness of breath, and it would sound like I was gurgling water every time I would lay down. And they said, you're in heart failure. The summer of 2016 is when I started noticing these palpitations I was having. It wasn't just a flutter. They were like, oh, it's just flutter palpitations. It happens sometimes with, heart failure patients. And I'm like, well, these aren't lasting just a couple seconds. These are lasting minutes, and it's taking my breath away. And, they're also painful. A month later, August 1st, is when I was at home alone, and I started to feel this sensation in my chest where it felt like a tingling, like a squeeze of my heart or inside my chest. And I didn't understand what was happening, and then it was feeling like I was falling asleep, and then I would wake up. Everything would go black, and then I would wake up. And I didn't understand. I've never passed out before, so I didn't know what that was like or what was happening. And every time it was happening, I would sit down or laying down, so I thought I was just falling asleep. And so I was actually up in the bathroom and passed out and hit the floor. And then when I woke up, and I had a huge knot on my head, and it was pounding, and I was on the floor, and I looked like, how did I get down here? That's when I knew that I must have passed out and something was wrong. And then it happened while I was in the hospital, and that's when it got real. My cardiologist came in, and he said, I don't know how you're still alive. And he said, you need a heart transplant. I had to learn to take myself off the hook. It's not my fault. And once I learned that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do whatever it takes to be here for my son. If it's this surgery, we'll bring it on. If it's this procedure, this medication, this side effects of this medication, whatever it is, I'm going to do it to make sure I'm here for him. Don't ignore the signs. They say that heart disease is a silent killer, especially among women. Don't ignore